Hello everyone. Today we're going to continue the question and answer series for the Canadian citizenship test, and we are going to focus on chapter 4, modern Canada. Modern Canada. And the first question will be the Canada and Quebec pension plan was introduced in which year? And it was 1915, 1935, 1965, or 1995. For sure, you don't have to memorize the dates, but if you repeat the questions, you repeat the summary videos in our channel, and if you read the book, you will remember. You don't have to, because actually all the options are here, so just to remember, and the right answer here will be option C, which is 1965. So the pension plan has been introduced as 1965, okay? Second question will be who ensures common elements and the basic standard of health? Which act in the Constitution provides the health insurance, which is right for every Canadian? So, is it the Canada Health Act, option A, or Constitutional Act 1970, or Canada Medicine Act, or Canada Patient Act? Try to remember this by connecting this health word, standard of health, to the health option here. So the right answer would be option A, Canada Health Act. Okay, Canada Health Act. Next question. Provincial and territorial governments provide funds for public education, weapons, armed forces, or trading. If you look at the other three options, it is very clear like weapons, armed forces, which lead to army also, or trading should be connected to the federal government, not the provincial. So the right answer, even if you don't know the right answer, the most uh, possible answer here will be A, public education. Okay. Next question. In which year was the federal government unemployment insurance or employment insurance, which has been renamed to employment insurance, introduced? Is 1940, 1960, 1980, or 1990? The right answer for this question will be option A, 1940. 1940. Next question. Canada, along with other democratic countries of the West, joined together to form North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which is NATO, North Pacific Treaty Organization, which is NPTO, South Atlantic Treaty Organization, SATO, or South Pacific Treaty Organization, SPTO. So if you read the book and see the summary also, you will remember at least the abbreviation. You don't have to remember the names. If you are sure even of a single word in the options. So if you are sure about the NATO, you know, I saw this, I know the NATO, and I know that Canada is a member of NATO. So if you are sure about this word only, you can just select option A without being, without any fear or any like doubt. Okay. Next question will be, when was the last rejection for Quebec on a referendum stated? So actually, Quebec has two referendums to become a standalone country and to leave Canada, and the two referendums has been refused by the Quebecers, and the last one was done in 1995. So the options are 1980, 1985, 1990, or 1995, and the right answer is 1995. Next question. What is the outcome of the Official Language Act 1969? So the Official Language Act, what are the outcome of this one, or what is the outcome of this one? The non-official language like Hindi, Japanese, etiquette, their rights. I don't think we have any rights in Canada for other language. So this should be excluded. B, guaranteed French and English service in federal government. So English and French now should be, it has equal rights, especially in the federal government. Yes, this is the right answer. But even if you know this is the right answer, continue reading the other options, because maybe there is another option which was also right, and then the last option will be A and C or A and B. So you have to take care about that. Just try to read the whole question. So option C, total ban on non-official language. I don't think we have this in Canada. Other language gets the same value as French and English. Again, we don't have this in Canada. So even if you don't know, we should have the right answer should be B, which is guaranteed French and English service in federal government. Next question. Quebec experienced an era of rapid change in the 1960s, which is termed as slow revolution, quiet revolution, tremendous revolution, rapid revolution. So we know that Quebec revolution was called quiet revolution. Quiet revolution. Next question. In which year did the Japanese Canadians get the right to vote? So the Japanese Canadians got the right to vote in 1948. So the option was 1950, where 1945, 1948, or 1940. The right answer is option C, 1948. Next question. In which year were the Aboriginal granted the right to vote? 1917, 1960, 1950, 1940. For the Aboriginal people, the right year will be 1960. So they got the right. So Japanese was 1948, but the Aboriginal people was 1960. 1960. Okay. By 1960s, how many Canadians had origins that were neither British nor French and took pride in preserving their distinct culture? Fourth, one over four, third, half, or one fifth. One fifth. So the right answer by 1960, third of the Canadians were not British or French, but they still preserve their distinct culture. Okay. Next question, who of the following is a famous Canadian writer? Again, you don't have to memorize this, just repeat the questions, repeat the summary, and by repetition, you will remember the answer in the exam. So a famous Canadian writer, and for all names, just focus on last name. So don't care about the first name, just care about last name, sorry. So here, we ignore the first name. So was it Johnson? Was it Fox or Gretzky or none of the above? The right answer is A. Pauline Johnson. Pauline Johnson is a famous Canadian writer. Next question. Canadian football differs from American football. Professional teams in the Canadian Football League compete for which cup? The Grey Cup, the White Cup, the Black Cup, and the Red Cup. If you like sport, you will know this answer should be the Grey Cup, option A, Grey Cup. Next question. In 1996, at the Olympic Summer Games, who became a world record sprinter and double Olympic gold medalist? It is, again, we ignore the first name. So is it Petriclerk, Paley, Tuscobry, Henderson? The right answer for sure will be Bailey, which is option B. Bailey, option B. Next question, who is the world champion wheelchair racer and Paralympic gold medalist? Again, ignore the first name. Was it Paley? I don't think so because we just answered him in another question. Is it Fox? Is it Gredeski or Bitclerk? So the right answer is option D, Bitclerk. Bitclerk. Okay. Next question will be, who began the cross-country run, which is called the Marathon of Hope, to raise money for cancer research? Is it Bailey or Fox or Gutritsky or Petlitrick? Right answer for sure. This is very famous and we know him from schools and our children. So the right answer should be option B, Terry Fox. Terry Fox. Next question will be, who invented basketball? Again, Nismith, to Scobry, Henderson, or Paley? The right answer is option A, which is James Nismith. And you just care about the last name, which is Nismith. Okay. The second question, next question, sorry. Which of the following is Canada's best known contribution to visual art? The group of 11, the group of 7, the group of 8, the group of 9. Again, if you read the book or see the summary, the right answer is the group of 7. The group of 7. Okay. Next question. Who invented the Kandar, a robotic arm used in outer space? Graham Bell, Matthew Evans, Mike Lazaridis, or Spar Aerospace? We know this kind of arm has been produced by a company and is called Spar Aerospace. So the right answer will be option D, Spar Aerospace. Next question, who is famous for inventing the worldwide system of standard time zone? Graham Bell, Evans, Lazaridis, or Fleming? So the time zone has been done by Fleming. We know this from the summary and from the book. So the right answer will be option D, Sir Sandford Fleming. Okay. Next question. Who discovered the insulin hormone to treat diabetes that has saved 16 million lives worldwide? Is it Panting, or Hobbes, or Pell, or Fleming? And I told you the summary video, just remember BB. It is BB. So the last name of the two person who invented insulin was actually ending with a small p. So here we have only Banting or Bell. We know that Graham Bell has done the telephone system. So the right answer is Banting. And the other person was called, he actually was Banting, and it was Banting and Best. And maybe you have the two persons in the options, and it will come A and C or A and B. So you have to choose both of them, or just one of them will come in the options, like Panting or Best, and you have to select them, one of them. Okay. Next question would be a wireless communication company in Canada known for its most famous invention called. So actually, wireless communication phones, there is only one trademark which is well known in Canada, or it has been invented in Canada. Was it smartphones, Huawei phones, iPhone, or BlackBerry? The right answer for sure is option D, is BlackBerry. BlackBerry. Who invented the first cardiac pacemaker? Benfield, Hobbes, Graham Bell, or Fleming? So the right answer for sure will be option B, which is Dr. John Hobbes. Dr. John Hobbes. Okay. Next question. Okay, that actually was the last question for this chapter, and that's great. So we are done now for today, and next time we will continue question and answer for chapter 5. So see you next time, and have a good day. Bye bye.